Welcome back, fellow travelers. I want to talk to you today about turbulence and whether or not it's dangerous. So let's jump right in. Turbulence has been seen as the boogeyman of the airways. And that is to say that if you encounter turbulence, a lot of people, if they're afraid of heights or afraid of flying, will see turbulence as the sign of things to come and the demise of the aircraft itself. I'm here to tell you that that really isn't the case. Airplanes hit turbulence every single day, and you really don't hear about aircraft crashing because of turbulence. That's pretty much due to modern advancements in detecting turbulence, as well as just pilot skill and maneuvering and knowing where to go to avoid these turbulent areas. But sometimes aircrafts will have no choice but to just weather it out, and that's when the seatbelt signs flash on and you got to stay in your seat. What will happen during turbulence is that, sometimes your plane will get thrown around, and the lighter the plane, theoretically, the more turbulent the ride. It really depends though, because on what kind of turbulence it is. Is it climate based, which most of turbulence is related to changing climates, whether that is climate change or the changes in the season or just the changes in the airflow in certain regions. Turbulence is here to stay, and if not, it's going to increase in frequency, which is why I think it's important to have this discussion. So, is the aircraft going to crash? Probably not. Very unlikely. I'm not going to say no because, hey, things could happen, and I don't think that should be a deterrent on whether or not you fly or whether or not you take a certain aircraft. If you think that that small regional jet might go down if it hits turbulence, probably won't. There is a chance that an aircraft would go down, but maybe it's not due to turbulence, and the odds of an aircraft going down is really next to none. But that's not where the dangers of turbulence lie. So it's not like, let's close the book on turbulence. It's sealed. It poses no risk to you at all. That is not true. That's not true. Turbulence is very much dangerous, and it's dangerous in a few ways. The first one is the aforementioned seatbelt sign. A lot of people, for some reason, don't respect the seatbelt sign, and it's an interesting scenario. You'll see it flash on, and then you hear somebody, usually once a flight, you hear the belt unbuckle, and then, oh, I think it's a great time to go to the bathroom. And they make their way to the bathroom. What will happen is that if the aircraft does fly into turbulence, the seatbelt sign is on, at some points the aircraft might jolt up and down, and if you are not secured, you can lift off your seat and come hitting down hard. You can hit your head on top. There's a lot of different things that can happen. Either you come up, you hit your head in the front. It really revolves around hitting your head. So that's where the danger lies. Now, I will say this. I have gotten up twice. So I was just talking smack about how people go to the bathroom. It's been on two separate flights where the seatbelt sign came on, and I had wanted to go to the bathroom. I didn't take the opportunity, which, by the way, if you have the opportunity, just go to the bathroom. Don't wait. Just go to the bathroom. And the turbulence ended up lasting quite long. The one I'm thinking about, the scenario, is when I was flying from Frankfurt to Singapore on an Airbus 380. So again, it's a huge aircraft, but it still experienced turbulence and experienced severe turbulence at one point. I was actually sleeping, woke up, had to go to the bathroom. The seatbelt sign was on. I waited about an hour and a half. So an hour and a half straight of turbulence. And then I'm like, I have to go. It's either I go in my bed, or I get up and go to the actual lavatory. Your head. You need to keep your head safe when there's turbulence. Now, there's a lot of other factors that can happen. Maybe it's after the turbulence. So think of this. You've had a really turbulent flight. You're on the ground. The seatbelt sign is off. Well, what danger could turbulence pose? Well, lo and behold, you flip open your overhead compartment, and a bag falls down right on your head. Again, it's the head. Falls down on your head, crack, you have an injury. Either, I say crack as if you're dead. Now, that's another reason why airlines have baggage limits on their carry-on. But another reason is that just hitting the head, it's such a sensitive thing that things could have shifted mid-flight, and then boom, you get something on your head, you get something on your neck, you've now got an injury, take you out. It's dangerous. And that's not to say also that it couldn't happen mid-flight. I've seen instances where the turbulence has been so rough that the overhead compartment latch opens up and then something falls on somebody. So that's something to be mindful of. Always pay attention before you take off that your overhead compartment is closed properly, and sometimes even at that it might be. So always be wary when the seatbelt sign comes on or the aircraft is experiencing turbulence, that everything above you is okay. Keep an eye out, be vigilant, stay safe. If you have any other tips about mitigating risk during a turbulent flight, let me know in the comments. I would love to share it with the community. In the meantime, you can check out another one of my videos right here. If you'd like to subscribe, which not only helps the channel, but lets you know when we upload new content, you can do that right here. I'd like to thank you for making me a part of your day, and until next time, safe travels.